This last year I've been teaching through the book of Acts, and I'm in this section now that I'm really diving deep into the heart and character of the Apostle Paul. And you want to talk about a dude that was mad for the gospel. I'm talking about a guy who, the deeper you look into his life, the more you see of how to follow Jesus. Incredible theologian, and we look at him and we call him that, but I believe above that, incredible disciple of the Lord. I mean, this guy followed Jesus, and one of the fascinating things that in the latter half of Acts, like chapter 20, 21, 22, 23, man, things start unraveling. I mean, this guy's been used incredibly to spread the gospel around his world, like literally planting groups of disciples that become these incredible churches and shape the world. The movement that was happening in the kingdom was amazing. And so Paul's getting all this movement, and now he moves into this phase where the Lord has told him, you're going to suffer for me, and it's going to be difficult. He has a prophet even prophesy over him that he's going to be arrested and handed over to the Gentiles, and he's going to spend the remainder of his time not working for the kingdom in freedom to do whatever he wants, but locked up, a prisoner. But he still is moving in the kingdom. And what I find fascinating about Paul is that as all these events are happening around him, there's a lot that should be shaking him up, a lot that should be angering him. I mean, he should be feeling some anger toward the Lord. Man, why are you locking me up? I've done all this stuff for you. Like, why are these people coming after me? Why are the Jewish people attacking me and wanting to kill me? And then he just goes from one thing to another. And what's fascinating is the people around him in this section of scripture, even the Christians, even the disciples, like Luke uses the term we, and he's one of them. So the guy writing the book of Acts is with Paul, and they're trying to talk Paul out of going to Jerusalem because they know that it's not going to be good for him. And it reminds me of when the disciples tried to talk Paul out, or Jesus out of going back to Jerusalem. They didn't want to go. But he said, no, we got to go, and they went anyway. And so Paul does the same thing, man. He says, no, I'm ready to go to Jerusalem and die. And then the people say, well, the will of the Lord be done. So as they're getting all freaked out and shaken up about everything and everyone around Paul is shaken up, but Paul is not. He's unshakable. And so, like, that's the way we can live. Okay? That's not the way we can live. That's the way we should be living as believers. There's something deep and powerful for us to learn in this, that when everything and everyone around us is shaken, we are unshakable. Because we cannot be shaken when our hearts are fully devoted to the Lord and He owns us. We understand that Christ is King and He owns me and He gets to do whatever He wants with my life. When things start getting shaken up around me, instead of me getting shaken up, I'm able to look at all of it and it becomes a beautiful picture of what the Lord is doing in my life. I think it's sort of like a snow globe, right? You take that snow globe, man, and you just shake that thing up. And all of this stuff is sitting at the bottom settled, and you shake it up, and the little people in the globe never move, and all this stuff is moving around them, and it becomes a beautiful scene of when we are unshakable, and everything around us is shaking.